players? Hope you guys are out there pulling in some pots. We are going to take a look at the second final table from the Sunday session. If you guys want to head back and look at the other final table, here is the link. I will also put that link down in the video description. Let's jump right into it. We are currently sitting here with 7 players left in this tournament, and we have pocket aces first hand. Folds around to us. We have a min bet to our right from a loose player. We are going to be putting in a 3-bet here with the pocket aces. Great way to start this tourney off right away with pocket aces. Gotta love that. So we put in a bet of 3,400. It's a 2,000 chip raise to UGA Pete. This was a smaller tournament. It was a $3.30 buy-in. The 2 tourneys that are final table today were the 2 smallest ones I played, I believe, but it still counts. Played some good poker. UGA Pete makes a call. We see a flop. There's 8,300 in the pot. Flop is very dry, king high, and I want to put in a bet sizing that will not scare him off. I bet 3,400, and he does make the fold. I probably could have checked that one back and tried to induce a bluff from him on the turn. Probably would have been a better play. He does have a 50% bet on turn percentage and 100% fold to bet on flop. So we could have made a small mistake right there. Continuation betting the pocket aces. Next hand we wind up folding, and it folds around to Lucy Brown Dog, who puts in a very large bet, 6x on the button, and jammed all in, got him good. It is ace-8 of hearts up against ace-king. Ace-8 of hearts gets there with the heart draw, and got him good, gets knocked out. Down to 6 players, we now have 9-10 offsuit on the button. Lions rule jams all in. UGA Pete makes a call, and we see heads up flop, ace-queen against ace-king, and Lions rule takes it down with the ace-king, and UGA Pete is pissed off in the chat box. I don't know why, but he's all in here. Lions rule isn't gonna let him see a 4-way flop. He jams with jacks against 8 deuce. He's got a diamond draw, but winds up missing, and we are down to 5 players now. We have 6-5 offsuit in the big blind. Currently sitting third in chips right now. Get a min raise from Stronghold to our left and a jam from Bellybuster on the button. Stronghold makes a call. It is Queen Jack offsuit against Ace Jack, and the Ace Jack doubles up. We now have Ace 6 offsuit. Pretty high fold percentage to steal from everyone to our left. Pretty much everyone on the table. Bellybuster's got the lowest with a 67%. Stronghold has a pretty high fold to steal, but does make a call here, and Bellybuster also makes a call. We wind up flopping bottom pair, and Bellybuster leads out, jams all his chips in. We just fold with bottom pair, and Stronghold calls. It's Queen 5 against Queen 10. Bellybuster had a flush draw going into the river, but misses and gets knocked out. We are down to 4 players now. Our chip stack has taken a little bit of a hit. We are currently at about 21,000. A couple more chips, including our big blind, and Annie's in this pot. Folds around to Lions rule in the small blind. He just makes a call. We have pocket 10s. We're going to try to put in a bet here, make it 3x to go, and Lions rule comes back over the top, jams all in. Quick call from us. This is a pretty easy one. Winds up being ace jack against pocket 10s. He hits a jack on the flop, and that holds and wins the pot right there. We double up Lions rule. We are now 4th in the chips. We are getting very low and have to jam with king jack before the blinds get to us. Hopefully we can pick up one more revolution around the table, but if not, king jack is a pretty good hand to get it all in with. Good chance we're going to have live cards here. Lions rule does make a call. It's ace 10 against king jack. We have a gut shot going into the turn and river, and we wind up hitting our gut shot on the river, doubling up. Got a little lucky there. Blinds and antes are now up to 1,900, and we have ace 7 offsuit on the button. Going to put an open raise in here. Hopefully just pick this one up pre-flop. Again, we have very tight numbers and high folds to steal from all the players on our table. So we're going to be playing very aggressive and putting in a lot of bets here, and hopefully picking up a lot of pots pre-flop. And if not, we'll be playing in position against these players when they do make the call. And Lucy Brown Dog does call. We wound up flopping bottom pair. Not a great hand. Just check back the flop. There's another 8 on the turn. There's now a pair of 8s on the board. And he min bets us. We're just going to call with bottom pair here. Hopefully get the showdown for cheap. Jack on the river. A straight got there with a 10. And he min bets again. We're just going to call with bottom pair again. And he wound up having bottom pair as well, but we outkick him. King 10 now in the cutoff. I don't know why I keep saying him. Lucy Brown is probably a her. Wind up picking up a pot right there with the King 10 with the steal. That's 2 pots in a row. We now have 8-10 offsuit. In the big blind, folds over to the Lion's Rule, and he min bets from the small blind. I think calling here with the Ace 10 offsuit in position is going to be perfectly fine. And he bets 2,000 on the flop. We just make the call with middle pair, and he checks back the turn. I think we're going to be good here. We check back on the turn. The river is the 4 of clubs. He checks back again. I think we're going to be good with just the 10s, and I check back the river and wind up taking down that pot with the showdown value 10s. That is 3 pots in a row, I think. Now we have 9-4 suited. Just call here, being against a very tight player. Hopefully just see a flop here. Decent hand to get in, and we wind up flopping a flush. Put in a half pot size bet. Stronghold has a 0% fold to flop bet so far, and he makes a fold, unfortunately. That's 4 pots in a row. Now we have King 5. Let's make it 5. Let's put in a steal here and pick up another one. Bet is 26-25, and we do pick up another pot. We are rolling right now. Now we're going to skip ahead a couple hands. We have King 6 suited on the button. Going to open raise here. 25-25 is the bet. A little bit larger than 2x. And we get a call from Stronghold. In the small blind, we see a flop of Rainbow King High. We flop top 2 pair. There is 6,800 in the pot. He leads out for a third of the pot. I just make a call here. Don't want to give away our strong valued hand right now. There is now 11,000 in the pot. We are pretty much pot committed, and we want to be able to get all our chips in. Trying to figure out a good bet sizing here to induce a call. I make it 49.15. I think that's pretty affordable and gives us a little bit less than 12,000 to get in on the river, which will be about half pot on the river bet. But we do not see a river. He winds up folding the hand, and we pick up that pot. We are now sitting second in chips, and we have Ace Jack suited on the next hand. Standard open raise to a little bit larger than 2x, and Stronghold makes a call on the button again. Playing a hand against us, not giving us much credit because I think we've been pretty aggressive so far. We wind up flopping middle pair. We have a draw to a queen for the Broadway straight. I lead out for 3,000, pretty much betting for value right here with the Ace Jack, and he makes a call. There's now 13,000 and change in the pot. I'm going to be check calling here. I see that he has a very high bet percentage on the turn, and we can probably get value from a straight draw if he has that. Everything missed on the river. I'm gonna check call again. He checks back though, and he shows Ace 10 for bottom pair on the flop. Wound up being middle pair, but we win that with the jacks and add quite a few chips to our stack right there. Now we have Jack 10 suited in the big blind. Folds over to Lion's Rule, who makes a fold, and we pick up a pot pre-flop. Next hand we have King 9 offsuit in the small blind. Folds around to us. Open raise for 3,500. Stronghold has been playing back against us a little bit, but King High is going to be a pretty strong hand against his range. He makes a fold. Now we have Ace 3 offsuit on the button. Open raise to a min raise. Very high fold percentages again. 73 now from Stronghold and 79 to steals from Lucy Brown, and they both fold again, and we pick up another pot. Fold a 5-8 suited in the cutoff. Stronghold puts in a min raise into 2 chip stacks that are getting really low, and Lucy Brown Dog jams all in. Stronghold makes a call. It's King Queen against pocket queens. He winds up hitting a king on the flop. Lucy Brown has 1 out to a queen on the river and misses, and we are down to 3 players. Lion's Rule is very low, about to get blinded out. He jams all in. I fold. Stronghold makes a call. It's King Deuce against pocket 8s, and the pocket eights hold, and we are heads up now. Stronghold has been calling a lot of bets now and playing really loose, opening loose, betting pretty loose, but has not 3-bet yet. That's something to put in the notes. Has not 3-bet at all yet. So we are going to open raise here in position with the 10-6 offsuit, and he 3-bets the first hand after I say that. That's crazy. But that was his first 3-bet, and I think we can easily get rid of that hand. Now we're looking at 9-7 offsuit in the big blind. His chip stack has got us outnumbered, but all we have to do is double up one time and we will be in the chip lead. We see a flop, 9 high, 2 tone. We have top pair, 7 kicker, and he bets 2,000 on the flop. I'm just going to make a call here with the 9s. We now have a gut shot to a 6. I'm going to check call again on the turn. He checks back the turn, and I'm going to put in a small bet here. It's kind of a blocker bet, but he could have been putting in that small bet on the flop with the flush draw. So we're going to get a good read on him with a bet of 4,000. If he comes back over the top, we can easily get rid of the 9 with not that great of a kicker. And he does. He bets 3x, trying to induce a call from us, and I think we have to fold the 9 here, and the blocker bet works out pretty well for us, and we wind up only losing 4,000. If we check back, he probably would have bet more than that, and we would have lost a little bit more of our chip stack. Before the end of this tournament, thank you to all the new subscribers and all the people that are subscribed. Hope you guys are really enjoying the content and learning from it and improving your poker game on and off the table. If you have not clicked subscribe, please do that now. I will put the subscribe button on here for the rest of the video. Head down to the video description for links to Hold'em Manager, which is what I use for my HUD, as well as America's Card Room, where I do all of my poker playing, and all the other great poker products that I use. If you have any comments or questions, leave those in the comment section below. Let's get back to the tourney action. First hand back, we have King Jack offsuit on the button. We have about 10 big blinds in our stack. Blinds and antes are at 3,400. That means that we have about 6 rotations right now, but rotations go very, very quickly in heads up play. So I'm just jamming here on the button with the King Jack offsuit, and we get called by Ace 9 off. Not a terrible spot to be in. Hopefully we can double up here. He hits a 9 on the turn. We still have outs to the King or the Jack going into the river, and we wind up missing, and we get knocked out of another tournament in second place. That hurts, but I think we played this one pretty well. We battled back from being in last place in chips with only a few players left, and we gave it a good run. Thanks for watching, poker players. I will be back with a new video very soon, but until then, I'll see you guys out on the virtual felt.